hit of the pack, walk for the sack, shaking them all, breaking them all, talking my talk, walking my wall like I do. Sit on the
Today, from Hard Rock Stadium in Miami, Florida, it's Week 4 of the NFL on EA Sports.
South Florida. There's a look at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. Today, it's Week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here between the Seattle Seahawks and the Miami Dolphins. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Dolphins now taking the field, led by the 5th overall pick back in April out of Alabama, quarterback Tua Tagovailoa.
I absolutely love this young man coming out of the University of Alabama because of what he did for the Crimson Tide. His last year there, 33 touchdowns, just 3 interceptions before the hip injury suffered in the middle of November. They want him healthy, obviously, because if so, one of the most accurate throwers coming out of college football in the last 10 to 15 years. And the Dolphins, they haven't taken a quarterback in the top 5 since a guy named Bob Greasy, now a Pro Football Hall of Famer. They took him back in 1967.
First carry now for Jordan Howard. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24. North of 100 yards, the 2 scores. And, you got to give a lot of credit to the O-line. We talked a lot about him, but offensive line was good, too.
They're obviously in sync with each other, whether it's zone blocking, power running game, no matter what. He understands how to read them and find the creases that they provide.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards there and a first down.
When I see Mike Gesicki make a catch, I'm reminded of his athletic ability. And go back to the time we were leading up to the draft and showing his career highlights, including high school volleyball, where it appeared he was almost jumping over the net. I expect him to continue to grow in 2020. Start to make progress in 2019. 5 touchdown catches and 570 total yards.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
It's up 2nd and 2.
Tua, a give. This is Howard. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook. Go play action. Toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
The Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Benson Mayowa in there to bury him for a loss of 11. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
On 2nd down, Tua. He'll get this into the hands of Breida. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll get an update when we come back to Miami. And the defense, they'll spread the field, a dime package here on 3rd and 12.
Right there, 54, right there, 54.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. Oh, he almost picked him. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. That's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down.
For the Dolphins.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts. This time on 3rd down.
Receiving team.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. They'll try the left side. It's Carson. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
No gain.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Here's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. He finds his man, the tight end Olsen. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch. Now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
It's a gain of 20.
Nice 3rd down conversion and even 20 yards.
Greg Olsen was a big-time pickup for the Seattle Seahawks in the offseason. Spent the last 9 seasons with Carolina as an all-pro, Pro Bowl tight end, and did the same thing before that with the Chicago Bears. Now he moves to the Northwest and gives Russell Wilson a big-time target in the middle of the field.
Holding offense.
Are you serious, dog?
So apparently some grabbing of the jersey there on the O-line.
Yeah, just look in the interior, and that's where the penalty occurred.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. From the shotgun, Wilson. Dorsett's got him. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Wilson. Call it a gain of 12, but of course not a first down due to the previous penalty.
Gain of 12.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
The ball carrier.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense the next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Wilson after the play fake to Carson. He finds Dorsett. It's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first.
14.
How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though,
into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Bobby McCain. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week. 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away. And that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
Albert Wilson, the intended receiver there. And it's second down.
Similar to a shooter in basketball, just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now, we had a guy who made the catch. They tried to get the big one downfield, but came up empty.
Howard has the first down and then some, as he'll take this up to the 22-yard line. 15 yards on the play, first down.
Carry there by Jordan Howard, and we all know he started his career in Chicago and was a two-time 1,000-yard rusher. Spent 2019 in Philadelphia battling injuries, but when he's healthy, can be a flat-out workhorse and can break down defenses.
And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. 6 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring us to the end of the first quarter. We're scoreless after one. Second and 4. Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
Number 22.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and they think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
They'll try to run for it with Howard. And Howard stopped short. He didn't get there. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's fourth down.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
Oh, the return is Reed. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10.
At their own 30.
Seattle's offense coming back onto the field, ready for their second drive. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up
working with a 2nd and 4.
At the 45-yard line.
From the gun, it's Wilson. Going for Metcalf on the... This is caught inside the 15. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. DK Metcalf hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Seahawks get the quick strike touchdown. The game had been pretty uneventful offensively until that big strike.
No doubt about it. Almost felt like they were just going back and forth a little bit in the first quarter. But in the second quarter,